The major in Texas has started, and this is a recap of Day 1. 16 teams debuted from the first stage. Over 5 rounds in a Swiss system format, they will fight for 8 slots in Stage 2. All matches are played in a best-of-1 format, only the final, deciding rounds for elimination or advancement will be best of 3. You're watching the Steam Inventory Helper team, and let's start with the fact that you can already upgrade your Steam profile for free. How to do it? Download the extension from the official Chrome store, go to your profile and customize it however you like, without limitations. Choose from pre-made themes or customize each element separately. You can even send a configuration link to a friend. Once they click on it, their profile will look just as cool as yours. The evening was opened by one of the bracket favorites, Complexity, who came with a stand-in. Instead of Halzerk, who couldn't get a visa, Junior played. OG were also playing with a new player. Nikodos joined the roster just a month ago and managed to play 25 maps. But there was no intrigue in this match. The Danes steamrolled the Americans, allowing them to take only 3 rounds. The game of his life from Nikodos made him the 2nd player in CS2 LAN history, and the 1st on CS2 and CSGO majors to top the leaderboard. Also, the guy who ruined most pick'ems. Do you think he can keep this level and stay on the high tab? Next up were Heroic, the main favorites of Stage 1 against the main underdogs, Chinggis Warriors. On the CT side, the Mongolians started off great, shutting down all attempts at a meaningful attack from Heroic. 5 hard-earned rounds in the first half worried viewers. But while Heroic struggled on T side, the Mongolian squad had no attack at all. They lost 8 rounds in a row on the T side. The major debutantes simply collapsed. The Spanish AW Pierre, by the way, managed to get a 1.5 KD. Reminder, this is his last tournament with the team. After Texas, Sunpeus will transfer to G2. But the MVP was 22-year-old entry fragger Linus. In the third match, 2 CIS teams clashed, BetBoom and Nemiga. The former confirmed their dominance not only on paper but in the game, showing varied attacks and solid defense. Boomish skillfully used Axial's Tier 1 experience and the raw talent of 2 young players, Siren and Mayonnaise. By the way, Mayonnaise is Donk's regular teammate on Faceit, and last season he was ranked 2nd, right behind Daniel. From Nemiga, I'd highlight the 17-year-old prodigy Zwei, who Overdrive unsuccessfully tried to scout. That, by the way, led to a conflict, where Alexei was accused of taking credit for players, even the ones he failed to bring into teams. The match between B8 and Imperial is remembered not so much for the even game, where the Ukrainians narrowly won, but for the scandal around Try's Argentine flag. The Argentine player hung his country's flag on his chair, but organizers asked him to remove it, allegedly because it blocked a sponsor's logo. Placing it on the table was also forbidden. Later, Blast explained their position. They referred to an unwritten rule prohibiting flag displays, as it could add political tension. This is probably due to ongoing global conflicts that Blast prefers to avoid being involved in. Santino didn't buy this explanation and decided it was about the general poor treatment of the Argentinian esports scene. Not long ago, Blast denied the Argentinian Bestia's major slot due to visa issues, even though the team's management assured organizers they had time to process all documents. The 5th match between Chinese TYLOO and American NRG probably became the 2nd pick'em destroyer after Complexity's underperformance. Bro, who twice failed to secure a spot in Astralis, played well and carried Nitro's team to a 1-0 bracket. Legacy, who were urgently called in to replace Bestia, failed to surprise, lost 13-7. The team, funded by OnlyFans money, destroyed the Swedish roster 13-1. Patzi had the best game of his career. Australian FlyQuest easily beat Brazilian Fluxo. Vexite played one of his best games, and on the CT side, he even set a record rating on Ancient, 3.38. But the most ridiculous thing at this major ended up being the rules of the major itself. While most tournaments have ditched best of 1 in favor of best of 3, and grand finals go up to best of 5, Valve, sticking to tradition, still uses 1-map matches at the biggest event of the year, and even 2 matches per day. So the second round of Stage 1 happened the same day. If 1 map is already a lottery, then facing 2 opponents in one day, both in best of 1, is complete chaos. But despite the tough schedule, in round 2 the favorites actually won. Heroic calmly beat NRG. Bro didn't go negative in KD, kept a positive rating, and maybe after the major, higher tier teams will be interested. We'd love to see him more often at top events. B8 beat OG. Nikodos's aura didn't help, even though he was the player of the match. But Kirill Mikhailov couldn't do anything against FlyQuest. Netic, playing his first major, showed excellent form. Who knows, maybe he'll become the tournament's breakout star. The first overtimes of the day were brought to us by Wildcard, who won a tight match against Lynn Vision purely on character. The highlight of the game, a quad kill from JBA.
So far, I think there was just so many distractions going on. There was all these bars, so Jay just raining down hell from the heavens. 6 feet under. Beautiful work from the kid. Check this one out again. And a round that Lynn Vision couldn't squander, they do.
Dude, those 3 back of the head.
Complexity managed to recover and reach a 1-1 score. Junior fit into the roster and showed good individual performance, but without Halzerk, the Americans seem to have lost structure, and at best, they'll reach the 2-2 match, where their chances to make stage 2 will likely end. Chinggis Warriors fought for survival against Legacy but failed to show anything, dropping further into the bottom bracket. Nemiga actually managed to please fans, with help from Zwei of course. This major will be the most important entry in Ivan's resume, and I think, along with Bro, he'll be leaving his current team this summer. Metizport suffered a second crushing defeat, and psychologically have lost all hope of further progress. That's all for now. We're going to watch day 2 matches, and you, leave a comment about Blast's new HUD.
On the cross, he hits it this time. No chance for the plant. He's going to run away and win it.